My name is David Loftus. I'm 18 years old. I have a disability called cerebral palsy, spastic diplegia.
David, when he was in fourth form, turned round to one of the boys in my year, Tom, and said, I want to walk the Kingsleys, which is a 5-kilometre run.
Because the last 2 years, I'd done it in my wheelchair. And I said, next year, I wanna walk that. I wanna do it with everyone else.
We certainly learnt that, David doesn't take no as an answer.
When I was 6 years old, I had a revolutionary operation called selective dorsal rhizotomy.
Selective dorsal rhizotomy is a surgery that reduces spasticity and increases mobility for a child with cerebral palsy.
So the operation cost £70,000.
The average family just cannot access it. That's who we want to fundraise for.
You could see that the passion was there for it, and it was something we really wanted.
It was personal for David and became personal for all of us. So we started the Cerebral Palsy Trust, and from there this sort of journey began.
We needed to start training. Basically, loads of time on the treadmill in my housemaster's garage.
And then we got outside, started training in the cold and the wet.
It kind of just snowballed and more people got involved. Jasper really came into his own and revolutionised the fundraising.
A lot of it came down to social media. Wellington sort of came together and shared what we were doing and shared David's story. And I think we hit something ridiculous like £10,000 in the first 2 or 3 weeks.
We never really wanted it to end. We loved the journey that we're on.
The most important thing in life is those that surround you. And you need collaboration, you need unity, and you need reliance.
I felt a little bit nervous. I was nervous about in case I pulled a hamstring very early on.
There was a lot of excitement. The night before we'd had a team dinner, and the morning of the race actually, David and I were on Sky News.
I just felt so happy and so kind of settled within myself, because I was surrounded by everyone who I wanted or could ever need to be surrounded by.
And all of us boys who had just sprinted from a maths exam were very excited for our GCSEs to be over, but excited for this to finally be happening. Climbing Killer Hill was... I've never seen someone so determined to do anything in my life.
So the way kind of as if I'm climbing up a wall, and the wall is kind of full of jagged rocks, not to be scared of those jagged rocks, but use those jagged rocks to climb up on.
He had so much pain going on through his body. The motivation and the level dropped amongst everyone, and we thought, oh, David's not going to finish before 10 o'clock.
We kind of get to the edge of the lake. My legs were absolutely dead by then, so we're kind of going along, and you can see the bank.
And everything was quiet, and we were like, oh, it's a shame the school hasn't come. And then we emerged from the bushes, and suddenly you saw 200 people
lined up on the bank, cheering the whole team on.
And we had pink flares going off.
Couldn't help but think, wow, how lucky am I to be in a position like this, and how well we've all done to get this far through the race.
Then the surprise ending, we got the crowd to go quiet.
We managed to do the last 20 steps without any crutches. So I walked independently for the first time in, I think, 5 years, only a short distance. And I walked into one of my friend's arms, and it literally, you could hear the roar.
It was carnage. I mean, everyone just erupted.
It was probably the best moment of my life.
I will admit, I may have been crying.
We have raised approximately around £230,000, and that equates to approximately 7 operations. It puts a big smile on my face.
This campaign's going to be with me for the rest of my life. Whatever I do, in some shape or form in my life, I want to be helping others. It's completely changed who I am.
I'd love to sail across the Atlantic. I'd love to do that. The first people I'll be calling is the group of boys that have supported me, who are some of the greatest people who I've ever met, and they're literally my brothers. and I'm so thankful for all of them.